War is not merely the clash of weapons or the roar of battle. No, it is the hidden symphony that plays behind every confrontation, every conflict. True mastery of war does not come from strength alone. It comes from the mind, from perception, and from understanding the silent battlefield within. The most insidious battles are those fought in the shadows of the self, where doubt, fear, and weakness lurk like unseen enemies, waiting to unravel the warrior before the fight even begins. To master war is not to engage in a fight of physical strength. No, it is to break your enemy without ever raising a blade. The greatest warriors do not defeat their foes with force. They destroy them with precision, with an understanding of their minds, their fears, and their vulnerabilities. And the true art of war lies not in the bloodshed. It lies in bending the world to your will, shaping the very perception of your enemy, until victory is not a matter of strength, but of dominance over their very soul. Real power is not the strength to overwhelm your opponent. It is the ability to manipulate perception. When you are in control of how others see the world, you are the one who shapes the narrative. Imagine a battlefield, not of land and steel, but of ideas, thoughts, and perceptions. Your enemy is not just an opposing force, they are a mind. And it is within that mind where the war must be fought. Confuse them. Show them contradictions in every move you make. Speak in whispers that unsettle, in shadows that disorient. The art of war is not in overpowering, but in making your opponent question everything they know. The warrior who has mastered this art does not need to engage in direct confrontation. Their enemy crumbles under the weight of their own doubts and fears. To master this war, you must first understand that the greatest weapon is not the body, but the mind. A broken body will heal, but a shattered mind, that remains fractured forever. War begins within. The greatest wars are those fought in silence, wars that break the spirit long before the first blow is struck. If you can bend the perception of your opponent, make them question their own thoughts, their own choices, you have already won. Plant seeds of doubt where confidence once stood. Introduce confusion into clarity. Break their foundation before they even realize what is happening. When they finally understand that their every move, their every decision has been influenced by an unseen hand, they will be undone. And you will have conquered them without ever raising a sword. Not! He shouts. Listen, strength. There is still time, and this is the moment. Victory is not won by strength alone. No. The true warrior creates the illusion of defeat, even as their opponent believes they are winning. They feed their adversary the false hope of victory, drawing them closer, making them trust in their own power, until they are at the precipice of their own destruction. By the time the enemy realizes they are being manipulated, it is too late. Every step forward has drawn them deeper into the trap. Why? Because the enemy realizes they are being manipulated, it is too late. Every step forward has drawn them deeper into the trap. Every victory has only taken them closer to the abyss. When they finally fall, it is not from the force of your attack, but from the collapse of their own delusions. The true war is fought in the mind, the art of bending the world to your will before the first strike is made. The battlefield is not a place of swords and bloodshed. No, it is the space where perception is shaped, where the mind is molded, and where victory is already assured before the fight begins. So fate level 11, equilibrium. The war that matters most is not the one fought against others. It is the one fought within. To conquer the world, you must first conquer yourself. Every fear, every weakness, every doubt, is a weapon waiting to be wielded. The greatest warriors are those who have faced the darkest corners of their own soul. They have embraced their demons, not feared them. They have mastered their anger, their sorrow, their regret, transforming these forces into tools that sharpen their resolve. Self-mastery is the foundation of true power. The one who has mastered themselves is untouchable. They are not swayed by emotion, not broken by fear. Instead, they bend their inner chaos to their will, forging strength from struggle, clarity from confusion. Understand this. To conquer the external world, you must first confront the chaos within. The battle that rages inside you is the first and most important conflict. If you cannot face your own demons, if you cannot control the storm that churns in your mind, then how can you hope to control the world around you? The self is a labyrinth, filled with dark corners, hidden fears, unspoken desires, and suppressed urges. To conquer the self is not simply to understand it, but to dissect it. To analyze every thought, every impulse, every fragment of the psyche, until nothing is left to hide. This is the true art of war. The systematic deconstruction of the self, so that you can wield its parts as tools, rather than be enslaved by them. Psychoanalysis is not passive introspection. It is an active, ruthless excavation of the mind. To master it is to master not only yourself, but everyone who stands before you. To grow, you must first break. The spirit must be fractured so that it can be reshaped, reformed into something greater. The fire that burns you is the same fire that forges your strength. Every struggle, every moment of pain, every doubt you overcome adds to the armor of your soul. It is in the endurance of this internal war that you grow. Pain becomes your ally, fear becomes your fuel, and each challenge becomes the opportunity for transformation. Those who avoid conflict, who run from their own darkness, will remain stagnant, stuck in a pool of mediocrity. But those who embrace it, who face it head-on, become unbreakable. True mastery of war is the dance of shadows, the silent manipulation of forces unseen, the bending of reality to your will until the enemy no longer knows what is real. Fear is your weapon, doubt is your shield, and perception is your battlefield. Greater fear, greater power, greater magic. You are the one who controls the flow of the war. You are the one who shapes the battlefield. And in this control, in this dominance, you find the power to not only conquer yourself, but to dominate the world around you. So no longer living in the present, let the present contain you. War is not a destination, it is a journey. It is the endless process of transformation, of refining the self, of mastering the inner chaos until it serves you rather than destroys you. The greatest victory is not one in which you defeat another. No, it is one in which you transcend yourself. So let the war within continue to rage. Let it shape you, mold you, and forge you into something unrecognizable, something powerful. And in that power, find the strength to conquer not only yourself, but the world itself.